What is going on, Diablo 2 players? My name is Xtimus. Today I'm going to be showing you the Javelin Amazon build. This is the Lightning Fury build. Now I think that this is the most powerful PVM build in all of Diablo 2, right next to the Hammered In. The only difference is with an Amazon you can't teleport very fast when you have Enigma on, which is pretty unfortunate for Amazons in general. So the first thing I'm going to do is just go over the build with you guys, show you all the items, skills, equipment, and just give you guys some of my thoughts about the build and give you guys some of my personal preferences as to what items and types of things that you should do with this build. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you guys the items, and this one's pretty obvious. I'm using Ethereal Titan's Revenge. Now you might want to keep an extra Titan's Revenge on you if you're a person that likes to throw a lot of Lightning Furies. I know I like to throw a ton of them. You really don't need to throw that many. You can kind of balance this out a little bit, but if you can afford it, I would keep an extra Titan's Revenge on you, like in your stash or something like that, if you really like throwing your javelins a lot. So and next up is Griffin's Eye. This is pretty obvious for the massive bonus to lightning damage. The faster cast rate isn't really going to help that much. The 1 skills is pretty nice, but overall this is just really nice for really upping the damage on your build. So next up is Cat's Eye Amulet. Now I really enjoy this amulet because of the 30% faster run walk speed. Now I'm just a Diablo 2 player where I really like to run fast. Even if you're a teleporting character, I just hate walking so slow in town to get to the waypoint and all that. So I really enjoy using Cat's Eye. You could go with something else like High Lords maybe, but overall for my personal preference, I think Cat's Eye is definitely what I'm looking for. And it's not really going to make or break the build. It's just one of those items that, you know, it doesn't make a huge difference on the build. So then next up, I'm using a 4-socket Monarch with 4 lightning jewels in it. Now a lot of people tell me that I'm a noob for using this, and they think that I should get a J mod. Now the thing is, with a J mod, it's a magic, a blue 4-socket shield, and it's used so you can get the 4 lightning jewels in a shield, and so you can get max block on your Amazon. But for me, in my opinion, I look at a Javelin Amazon like they're a caster, almost like they're a sorceress. You're not going to be doing too much up close melee damage unless you're using Charge Strike, and you'll be using that on bosses and things like that. Most of the time you're just going to be standing back and then throwing your Lightning Furies, your javelins. So I really don't see the point in having max block on a Javelin Amazon unless you're PvP or something like that. But it's all, you know, personal preference for certain people. I mean, if you're a player that really runs in there a lot, I mean, then go ahead and get max block. But in my opinion, I really like to just stay back, throw my javelins, and I don't worry too much about my block rate or getting hit or anything. This build does so much damage. I mean, just wait, you won't even need to be worried about anything, because you just completely demolish enemies instantly, almost instantly. So I don't really worry about it too much. If you guys can't really afford a lightning face it shield like this one, I would recommend you use Storm Shield and then maybe go for max block. Storm Shield is a really cheap shield, and it just has all around amazing stats. So the next up here is Enigma. Now one thing with Enigma and using teleport on an Amazon is that unfortunately the Amazon, compared to all the other classes in Diablo 2, has a very low faster cast rate breakpoint. So you need a ridiculous amount of faster cast rate to even teleport half decent on an Amazon. It's ridiculous. So that's really unfortunate for Amazons. I really think if they were able to cast a little bit faster, they would be I think they would be the most powerful build in the game, and a lot of people would probably use Amazons for bots. But you know, Hammered Ins are just so powerful with the max block thing, and they can teleport fast. So but I definitely think that this is the most powerful build in Diablo 2 as far as PVM goes, so except for teleporting around. Then I'm using Alder's Boots. Another thing, you know, this isn't going to make or break the build. I really like Alder's Boots because it gives a nice boost to life, and especially the 40% faster run walk speed. Damage goes to mana. You can run out of mana really fast on this character, and you get a little bit of fire resist there. And they're really cheap boots, so Alder's Boots are one of my favorites to use on many Diablo 2 builds of mine. So then next up is Dwarf Star. I'm using Dwarf Star and a Raven Frost ring. I really like Dwarf Star because it's a really cheap ring to get, and the stats on it are just absolutely awesome. I mean, you get 40 to life, 15% fire absorb, magic damage reduced by 15. It's just a really good item to have, and it's really cheap, and I think it's one of the most underrated items in Diablo 2. And you want to make sure you have a Raven Frost, and the main reason for this is for that cannot be frozen stat on there. It really sucks when you get frozen by a monster and then you're just like throwing your javelins or you're swinging like really slow. It's really annoying. So having cannot be frozen is pretty nice. So next up is the Razor Tail Belt, and the reason why you want to use this is for that piercing attack. It's really going to do a lot of extra damage, and it's just there's no other choice. There's Thunder Gods, but you guys really don't want to use that. I mean, this is definitely going to be doing a lot more damage with that piercing attack. So, but if you don't have a Razor Tail, I guess you could go with Thunder Gods for that time being. But Razor Tail is a really cheap belt. I mean, it's a level 32 unique, so it's really easy to get your hands on one of these. And then for my gloves, I'm using some really nice crafted gloves right here. These are probably the most overpowered javelin gloves I have ever seen. 2 of the javelin skills, 20 increased attack speed, life leech, crushing blow, strength, life, poison resist. These are extremely rare. They're crafted gloves, so the chances of you coming around to some kind of gloves like this is really rare. But more common item is the magic gloves that have 3 of the javelin skills and 20 increased attack speed on those gloves. So those are the best gloves in my opinion to have for your PVM javelin Amazon. If you can't find those, I would suggest maybe just going with some Blood Fists. Blood Fists are really nice gloves, and you know, they're really cheap too. So then obviously I'm using the Call to Arms and Spirit on Switch, all javelin skill grand charms. I got an Annihilus or Annihilus, whatever you guys want to call it. I got the Hellfire Torch, and then some 20 life, 5 resistant small charms. Then on my mercenary, I'm using Treachery. Now, there's a big debate on D2JSP and within the whole Diablo 2 community whether Fortitude or Treachery is a better choice for your mercenary. Now, in my opinion, you have 2 choices here. If you want to use Treachery, you're going to get more defense out of it because of the fade that it can cast on your mercenary. If you want your mercenary to do more damage, I would suggest that you use Fortitude. So I really hate when my mercenary dies, so I'm really starting to use Treachery more on all my mercenaries. So it's a really good choice, and it's a really cheap piece of equipment to get. I mean, it only requires a Shale, Thole, and a Lemrune. So don't underestimate that, guys. I mean, this piece of armor is freaking awesome for your mercenary. So then I'm using Vampire Gaze. I really enjoy Vampire Gaze, another one of my favorite items to use on my mercenary, just because of the life leech and the huge damage reduction on there. It really helps out with my mercenary survivability. I'm going to be doing most of the damage, so I'm not too worried about my mercenary, you know, doing a ton of melee damage. And then the biggest part of this build is you definitely need to have Infinity, or you're not going to be doing nearly as much damage as you should be. So you really need to make sure you have Infinity for this build so you can get that Conviction Aura to take monsters down a lot quicker. So then as far as the skill points go, I have nothing in the bow and crossbow skills. I put 1 into all of these right here on the passive side. I didn't put any in the Valkyrie. I mean, this is all kind of personal preference stuff right here if you want to put your points into it. But definitely I would put 1 point into all of these right here for sure. You know, we void, dodge, penetrate, things like that. So then as far as your javelin skills go, I mean, this is pretty obvious. You can just look at your Lightning Fury and then just max out all the synergies there. I put 20 points in Lightning Fury, 20 Lightning Strike, 20 Charge Strike, 20 Lightning Bolt, and then the rest of my points into Power Strike. Yes, the rest of my points into Power Strike. So, and then for playing this build, you're going to be using Lightning Fury most of the time, but you also want to have Charge Strike up. Now, don't look at the damage here and think that it sucks, guys. I mean, Charge Strike is one of the most powerful PVM skills in all of Diablo 2. I mean, you will take out Bale in like 1 or 2 seconds. If you guys see my video when I take out Bale in like 1 or 2 seconds, that's because I was using Charged Strike on my Amazon, and I'll get to that and show you guys once we get to the gameplay part of the video. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set the players to 8, so we're gonna be at the highest difficulty that we can get, and we're gonna pwn it up, man. You guys are gonna see how amazing this build is. So now I'm gonna take him out so fast over here. It's crazy, man. This build is so OP, dude. Yeah, man, it's as easy as that, man. You really want to make sure that conviction is up, then you can just take him out. Man, that drops, bro. Cryptic sword. Oh, the memories on this sword, man. The bloodletter. I remember when I was in like 3rd grade, I had 2 of those bad boys. I just thought it was like the best item in the game. I absolutely loved it. So as you guys can see, I mean, that took out everything really freaking easily, man. So what we could do here is actually, I want to do some cow runs. We'll do a cow run here, and I will show you guys just how crazy this build is. You can just take everything out so quickly. And then after we do a cow run, I will show you guys a Bale run, or maybe even a Diablo run, just show you guys how fast she can take out bosses.
I can't.
Go get Wirt's leg.
The order welcomes you.
What do you need? Dang, dude got a 3-socket Wirt's leg there. Now I'm actually playing Pluggy so I could take out the Cow King, but the thing is with the Cow King, most of the time I think, or all the time maybe, he's immune to lightning, so it takes a long time to take him out. My girlfriend is like talking in her sleep. I don't know, it's freaking weird. I'm just hearing like weird noises. It's freaking weird. But yeah, anyways, back to the build here. As you guys can see, I mean, this is just taking out these cows so easily. We'll actually get them all grouped up in a big group here, and then just show you guys how quickly I just take them all out. Pretty crazy. I mean, just look at that, dude. That is insane. Absolutely insane. I mean, this is on 8 players, guys. I mean, there's no class in the game that could take out this many monsters that easily. It's just insane. Yeah, sorry. But you know, getting a lot of item drops here. I mean, high level whites and things like that for crafting up some good stuff. Let's try and get another big group here. Group them up, group them up. There are no words to describe how powerful this build is. Alright, so now we're going to do some chaos, and then I'll show you guys how fast we could take out Diablo, and then we'll be on our way. Alright, so one thing you guys want to watch out for here is if you're using Enigma on an Amazon, you really want to make sure that you're really careful, because if you just teleport into a group of monsters, there's a big chance that you could just get stuck there and then just end up dying, because it's not like a sorceress or a paladin where you can cast really fast. You got to remember that the Amazon's cast rate is really slow, so you could get stuck in the group of monsters and not even be able to get out of it. It's not like, you know, you can just teleport wherever you want like a sorceress or a paladin. So see, as you can see right there, I almost got stuck, and yeah, almost got stuck and almost died there because I teleported into a group of monsters. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of monsters here. Now for me, when I'm doing chaos, you know, I kind of like to just take my time and play as like a more legitimate player. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, your chaos runs take forever, like when we're doing chaos on, you know, public games or whatever. They're like, oh, this is such a slow chaos game. Well, the thing is, I mean, when you're playing with real people and not a bot that's just rushing through all the monsters, you know, it takes a little bit of time to get it done, you know. With a bot or whatever, you know, it only takes like 2 or 3 minutes just to clear everything out. But it's a lot different when you're, you know, you're a real person playing the game. Aw, he's immune to lightning. Awesome. I also really like to have teleport on this character just so I can bring my Amazon. So I can bring my mercenary wherever I want, because I got to make sure that conviction aura is up so I can get that extra boosted damage. Nice, dude. The arching plate. Very nice. I like that. Very nice. You know, I'm just, you know, I'm not the type of player that likes to just kind of rush through the game. You know, I kind of like to just take my time and chill out and, you know, just have fun with the game. I mean, it's not a race or anything, you know, to get the chaos run done or whatever. I mean, just chill out and have some fun, bro. That's what I like to do. Another freaking lightning immune. Yeah, the Merc will take him out. So we've got a Grand Charm. So I really just wanted to do this chaos run just to show you guys how fast that Amazon can take out bosses. So it's really nice, man. It's pretty cool. Because of that charge strike damage.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, dude, I think I missed the portal over here. That always seems to happen when you're running legit chaos runs too. Someone always forgets to hit one of the seals. Dude, which seal did I miss here, bro? Dude, was it right here in front of me the whole time? Dude, what the? Is he bugged? Dude, what is going on here, bro? Are you serious? Dude, what is... Oh, I thought I didn't kill him. I thought I killed him, man. Shit. Oh my god, am I a noob? Come on, Xtimus, dude. You're doing a video, bro. You gotta make a good impression, man. God. Nope. Alright, so now I got the charge strike up, and I'm gonna show you guys how much damage this shit does. It does a lot of freaking damage, man. So, here we go. Bam. Done. Done, son. 8 players. Got Mortal King weapon there. 1% from perfect. Let's check these out. I think the gold find gets up to 70 on there. So that's about it for this build, guys. I hope you enjoyed the Javelin Amazon. Like I said, man, this is one of the best PVM builds in the game. I mean, I absolutely enjoy playing this character so much. I mean, she just plows through everything in the game, and it's a lot of fun, man. It's pretty awesome, and it's pretty overpowered. So thank you so much for watching. My name is Xtimus. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys subscribe if you want to keep up with Diablo 2 content. And like I said, guys, I've been trying to put out a lot of content lately. I mean, there's just so many videos I want to get out the way and do. So I'm really going to be uploading a lot of content lately just to kind of, you know, get it all over with and then start working towards other things. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys on my next video.